Thank you. I'm here tonight to deliver some good news. You now have a reason to buy wine. A lot of it. You can order bottles, cases, a truckload, and say, I'm doing this to bring clean water to the world. Doc Hendley started the organization and label Wine to Water to help more than 1 billion people on the planet who go without clean drinking water. In the United States, we just can't imagine that a glass of water could kill us. But Doc couldn't stop thinking about it, and so this bartender from North Carolina decided to meet one of the world's greatest challenges. He's raised enough money to dig wells in Sudan, Ethiopia, Uganda, India, Cambodia, and an orphanage in Peru. How about that? So, when you order that wine, and I know you will, don't forget to toast Doc, a hero who had the courage to meet a challenge and believe that one person really can change this world.
When I first started this, I thought 1.1 billion people in the world don't have access to clean water. My efforts are going to be a drop in the bucket. But if I had never taken that step because it was too big of a problem, we wouldn't be anywhere right now. I had never had any experience as a humanitarian worker. My only experience in life was as a bartender. I decided to hold these events called Wine to Water events. I wanted to try and do what I could to raise some money. And also really important to me was to try to tell other people about this water crisis. I definitely had no idea where that road was going to take me. The orphanage that we're digging the well for right now, I don't think any of these children have ever known what it's like to have clean water.
Escuche, ¿dónde está tu casa?
Children are most affected by this water crisis. Their systems are too weak, they cannot take it. Every 15 seconds, a child dies because of the water crisis. Water kills more children than HIV/AIDS, malaria, and tuberculosis combined.
When we take the water from the street and we put it in here, the water that's in the bottom is not going to be making you feel sick to your stomach anymore.
In the West, we have no idea what it's like to give your child water that is making them sick, but have no choice but to do so.
Está contaminado, está sucia el agua.
It could be as simple as installing a $25 water filter, and that will completely revolutionize their entire life. I've seen water used as a weapon. I've seen water used as a commodity, bought and sold to make governments rich. I see water as the foundation for any type of humanitarian work. Anything will be done in vain if there is not access to clean water. I do believe that we can fix this problem. If you find something you're passionate about, I don't care who you are, what you do, you will make a difference.
Please join me in honoring CNN hero Doc Hendley.
I was once asked,
Don't you feel like sometimes your efforts are only a drop in the bucket? And I thought for a second and said, well, yes, my efforts are only a drop in the bucket, and it's a big bucket. But without a start of one drop and many other drops to follow, we're never going to achieve our goal of providing clean water to people in need around this world. Y'all, I'm honored and humbled to be here before you today. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my great friend, Tasha Sullivan. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Annie Clausen, who works with me with Wine to Water. And I would be nowhere in my life. I would be lost without my wife, Amber. In my opinion, this water crisis is the worst crisis facing humanity. We can no longer ignore the #1 killer of children in our world. We can no longer think that our humanitarian efforts are going to be successful if we don't first address this issue of clean water. And I'm asking you to please join us in this fight. Thank y'all so much for having us here today. It is a blessing. Thank you.